Hello and welcome to another episode. This one is all about the speed camera warnings, which don't seem to be mutable easily. So I've done quite a bit of research and testing on this, and I found a way to quickly mute them, because the trick of pressing and holding the volume roller on the steering wheel only mutes the speed limit warnings, not the speed cameras. So like this. I've also found that there is more than one stored database of speed limits in the map system. Now, you may know that the car recognises signs, but I think the priority is all wrong, because what you're getting is old speed camera database with old speed signs from, say, old motorway roadworks, or in my case, I'm just going past a local school and their part-time signals, and it keeps on defaulting it to 20. It doesn't matter what time of day it is, but it's only 20 when the amber lights are flashing. The rest of the time it's 30. So in this video, I'll show you a driver's point of view of what's happening and how you can quickly disable it. You may also remember a few months ago I did a noises off video for the EV3. I put a link to that video up here. Of course, it doesn't show how to get rid of the coffee cup thing that pops up. There doesn't seem to be a way to disable that. But with this video and that video, I think you've got most things covered. During the following point of view driving video, you'll notice that I turn the speed camera alerts completely off to show it can be done. And to do this, I went Setup, Navigation, Alerts, Camera Alerts, and that's what I turned off. And turn it back on, you've got to re-agree to that. So as we go into it, it's initially 30, and then you'll see the school signs on the left saying part-time signals down to 20 on a triangular sign. There we go, we've got a 20. If I turn that off, it's a 30. Turn it back on, it's back to 20, or it will be in a minute. Back to 20. So these are embedded in the map system that was installed in January. And notice the overspeed warnings, and I'm getting the ding. If you mute navigation alerts, that can get rid of them. So that's a clue to where the settings are. So notice I've still got the 28 in red on the screen, and now I've come out of that speed camera zone. So I'll turn around and come back up the other way, and I'll go into the guidance settings. So it's navigation alerts that you want, so it's that volume. Right, one more time into the 20 zone. And it's the alerts one under guidance volumes. To find it in the actual menus, press Setup, Sound, Guidance, Volume Settings, and scroll down to Navigation Alerts. You can try and search for it with the voice commands, but it doesn't take you exactly directly to it. So the closest I can come is to, hey Kia, search volume settings.
Which one do you want to select?
1.
Loading the settings screen.
But then you've got to press volume settings and scroll down to navigation alerts. So it means that the swipe down from the top is definitely the quickest method, because you just do that instead of faffing with the menus. On my Mark 1 EV6, we used to have the same problem with the speed camera warnings, or especially on motorways where they'd taken the speed cameras down and the database was out of date. And I managed to mute mine and it's permanently turned off. because it never put the volume back up. And I could never find out how the hell I did it because it was buried so deep in the menus. So for those who ask, I think this is how I did it. So if you follow exactly the same as the EV3 menu, so setup, sound, guidance, and the rest of that, in theory, I think you can turn down the navigation alerts that way. Oh, and there is also another method of muting the navigation notifications, which is an easy one, but it's not as easy as pulling down from the top of the screen. Kevin Bailey pointed this out in the members version of this video, so thanks to Kevin for reminding me. Not sure if this method also works on the old EV6, the Gen 1 EV6 and Ioniq 5, but if you go into maps and you press nav,
Guidance is at this volume.
you can press mute alerts there, and that's quite easy. I've tested that and that definitely works. Oh, and just one last thing before I go. On the subject of the priorities of the speed camera database versus what the camera can actually see in front, dear Kia, why is it set that way? Why do we have to put up with out-of-date speed camera information when it can see in front of it via the front-facing camera that the speed limit is what it is? So I think the speed camera priorities are all wrong and need sorting. But I've said this before on the EV6 and the Gen 5W. So why the hell do it this way? Please fix it. Hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching.